Joining the list of insanely rich people with private jets, the Skims owner's latest purchase, a Gulfstream, is quite the splurge. And when you have a private jet that is considered better than Bezos, then having strict rules for entry is pretty much expected, even for your closest people. And that's pretty much why the KKW icon has announced rules for anyone who wishes to be even near her private jet. But what are the rules? What about the jet makes it so special and expensive? And do the rules apply to her family too? We'll talk about this and so much more in today's video. So, without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about the newest member of the Kardashian family. The entrepreneur's G650ER Gulfstream is a little too fancy and beloved to be considered just a private jet. And since we're talking about the Kardashian with probably the best business sense in the family, of course we're going to talk about her personal touches to improve and customize her pricey purchase as well. Not only does every seat have a separate phone charger, but there's also tons of space in case the pop icon wants to have a sleepover at Kim Air. That's right, the private jet also has a nickname. Moving on, let's talk about the interior of the jet. Everyone knows how much Kim loves neutral and cool tones, so of course, her private jet will also reflect that. Light-colored cashmere was the whole vibe. The overhead baggage compartment, the pillows, the headrests, the ceilings, and pretty much everything else as well. It might remind you guys of the living room in the Skims owner's mansion. Oh, you already know what we're talking about. In Kanye and Kim's shared mansion, the white room with a giant white couch, a white coffee table, and of course, a white fireplace. Anyways, coming back to the $150 million jet, since everything is fancy and according to a theme, and Kim is never hesitant to be extra for something, of course, the model talked about designing special clothes that could be worn while being on board. That's right, folks. Being the true businesswoman she is, Kim talked about how she wants to design a limited edition and particular line of Skims dresses, which are not only very comfortable, but also match the interior of her jet. If you think this is extra, wait until you find out that she talked about designing Skims slippers that would be specifically worn during the flight because there's no way she'd allow anyone to wear shoes in her jet. Wouldn't it be so cute if I made custom Skims in this color, like pajamas, socks, and blankets and slippers? During the brief on-camera tour of her jet, Kim also mentioned the rules everyone had to follow if they wanted to be on her private jet. Don't breathe, don't touch a thing. Might sound a little too much for everyone, but when we're talking about $150 million that has been completely customized according to the expensive and posh taste of the Skims owner, then the obligations make sense. But do they apply to everyone though? Yes. Even her sisters? Absolutely. In a rather recent episode of the new Hulu series The Kardashians, a conversation between Kim and Kendall was a learning moment for everyone. The girls had to go to Milan for a Prada fashion show, and when Kendall mentioned that she's gonna get a quick spray tan before the trip, well, that was enough to alert Kimberly. The Skims owner widened her eyes and said sternly, "Have you seen the cashmere sheets?" The model tried to explain how the spray tan was a short and quick one, so she had to sit with it for at least 3 hours before she could shower it off. And of course, Kim gave a clear no to that. The elder Kardashian sister simply replied, "You can't get spray tan on my cashmere sheets." Then she proceeded to explain the details of customizing the whole Kim Air according to her liking. Usually, when you see the interior of a private jet, you seek dark tones. Whether it's the wood, the furniture, or the decorations, everything is in a dark and solid color. On the other hand, as we already mentioned, the Skims star happens to have a very strong liking towards neutral and cool tones. So, after changing the colors completely, there was a strict rule of bringing nothing that has even the slightest bit of color discharging tendencies. Even if it's your own sister, not a single mark should be anywhere on those light-colored cashmere sheets. She continued to explain, "Usually, planes are dark with lighter leather. Mine, I had custom all light wood." But was Kim the first Kardashian to own a private jet? Nope. Before her, the beauty icon Kylie bought her first jet in 2020. So then why is Kim being oversensitive about her purchase? Was Kylie the same? Well, the difference between the price tags explains everything. Kylie's jet was barely $75 million. However, the Kim Air comes with a pretty jaw-dropping price tag of $150 mil. So excuse the Skims owner if she's a little stiff about the rules. With that being said, that's all we have for today. Click on one of the 4 videos on your screen right now, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.